It's not often that I discuss what my favorite video game is, or what my favorite franchise is, or hell, even what my favorite company is, but I will say this though. The PlayStation 2 is my favorite console of all time, and for good reason. It has the most biggest library that anyone could ever imagine, and it's just fun to play with. This was my very first console that I ever received when I was little, back in the Christmas of 2001, and ever since then, my my days have been numbered with this beast. It's magnificent, it's monolithic, and above all else, it's divine. I think that, well, if I hadn't got my hands on this, I would have been a different person entirely. Now, granted, I still would have loved gaming, maybe even back then, but I don't think this thing would have defined who I am today. At least not in the grander scheme of things. But yeah, I uh, I have a lot of good memories on this. Like the first game that I ever really enjoyed on this thing was Jack and Daxter, and when I first when I first started playing the game, it felt like I could do anything. I was I was god of that universe, and granted, it's more like the demigod sense, but I just felt like I could accomplish a lot of things in that game, and even though I did have a lot of help, it was just fun for me. And there was like a whole slew of games that I played over the years, and they're all really fun in their own right. Like I enjoy playing Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Kingdom Hearts, even though that one I barely got past the Coliseum when I was little because I didn't know what I was doing back then. And I also enjoy playing God of God of War, even though that won't be until my teenage years. And I also enjoyed playing some of the good movie titles like Madagascar, and even though I played that one on the GameCube back then, Curious George. It was just a magical time for me to be a gamer, and I also love the Star Wars games. I mean, who didn't love the Star Wars games back then? I remember playing Revenge of the Sith, and I never really got far, but I enjoyed a whole lot, and I still see and rage at what General Grievous did to me along with Mace Windu as a kid, but but, but above all else, I mean, it's just it's just like you have this one special friend that's been with you your whole life, and he never mistreats you, never abandons you. He's just there for you, and it's it's that way for me with the PlayStation 2. And this this right here is my pink Japanese PS2, and I haven't really played this a whole lot, but it's also got a good slew of games on there. I've played this this uh this game based on this anime called Godinard. It's kind of like an arena-based fighting game. I may do a review of that one of these days, but it's it does have a lot of assets to it, like the jiggle physics, if you will, and I, that's just another reason why I love it. I mean, you can feel free to just shimmy down and call me a horny bastard in the comments section down below, but I digress. It it's also got some good titles that I bought out of Japan, since they were since some of the titles here are so expensive. Like I bought Dororo, which is based off Blood Will Tell. I'll show it to you right now. I've got two of these versions. I've got the Japanese version, and I got the American version. The American version costed me a fortune to get. It was pretty hard to come by with the price, but ultimately it was worth it. I emulated the game, and I may do a review of it down later down the road, but I've got a slew of other games, and I think I've already shown them to you, but I'm going to show them to you again anyway. Give me a second. And don't mind the PS2, just let's see. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, slide games, and hold on, the Jack and Daxter games, God of War, Devil May Cry, and last and two more. Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Some of these games I would not play until later on in my teenage and adult years. They were all really fun in their own right, and I think that if I hadn't gotten my hands on these, I'm not even sure if I would be doing this channel like I'm doing right now. They just hold so many memories for me, and whether they're fun, scary, sad, they were just there for me. And I'm sure that some of you have your own memories of the PS2, but excuse me, they're they're just the one thing that pretty much kept me sane. It kept me going whenever I was feeling down and I had no one else to turn to outside of my mom. But there's just only so much you can do until you snap. And I just love video games. I just like being I just like playing them. I like being around them, and above all else, I just like enjoying them. I'm just a I'm just a big gamer, and I'm I only just know how to be me. And well, I I will be doing I will try and do more reviews, and I will try and do them. But one day I hope to do more reviews with a more better production than what I've got previously. But I also just I I also want to be a lot more proactive, and I want to do more stuff like this. Just talk about video games, talk about what we enjoyed growing up, and I just want to enjoy life in general. Just trying to live however in whatever way I can, and yeah, this was very unscripted, but I do plan on doing more videos in the future, and I just want to invite discussion and see what all of us can bring to the table as gamers and just different people. Anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you later. But on a side note, I'm going to be seeing Wolfman today. I may I may do a video on it, but I'm not really sure about it. But anyway, I'll see you later.